and it does no 5 hours for sitting there for your enter.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
And tonight, we've all been waiting for the start of a brand new NBA season. The home.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better.
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Pelicans, that's one to watch for. The 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Green in at the center position. And for Portland, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then there's Klingon, then there's Avdia, and it's Kamare in at power forward. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's
so much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Williams is checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Henderson. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Williams. Payton against Avdia. The score now all even.
Well, inside, Denny Avdia is confident in his ability to convert.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And it's Simons missing. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, BA, can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
The Warriors lead by 4. From deep, MP. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's Simons with a 3. Again, Simons missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. From deep, MP. The shot no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 14 feet away. Back to Sharp. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Oh, another miss by MP. Puts it up from 15. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Podziemski. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Jimmy Butler getting it done for Golden State. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
Robert Williams out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamari in at the 3. That's the group for Portland starting the second. MP buries the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Blazers trail by 9. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to post. MP outside. Takes a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Takes a step back. Curry passes to MP. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Robert Williams picks up 1. You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Moody. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Pass to Avdia from the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
I like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
Outside Podziemski. MP with it. There's the triple. Oh, MP with a little payback.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Down by 12. Grant outside. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Clingan. And finally, that one's good. Clingan's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And this is where you feed the big man Clingan. He knows how to execute from this close.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And here's MP from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Grant with a screen on Curry. Here's Simons. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And the Warriors with another three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Blazers trail by 16. What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
Now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants a free t-shirt tonight? Let them hear from you.
So for the Blazers, Kamara, he's checked in for Walker. Sharp comes in for Grant, and it's Henderson in for Simons. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Curry. 1:31 left in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Sharp. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Afdia from outside. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. The Warriors lead by 14. Pass to MP. There's 37 seconds left in the second. That one goes in. MP's got 24.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Henderson, the pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. This one for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. The Warriors have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. And MP throws it down.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Pass to Klingon. Avdia, right side. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for Golden State.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Taking a look at Portland, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
The Warriors lead by... making some changes here. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On the floor for the Warriors. MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center position, locking down the middle. MP outside. MP with a step. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
And it's Simons missing. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Here's MP. It's stolen by Henderson. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
That's good from Henderson. And Brent, Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the second overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
Here's Kuminga. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Blazers trail by 14. Pass to Simons from downtown. That shot missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Sinks the tray. Simons got 9.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
MP. Power move from MP.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead, up by 15. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Blazers trail by 15. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Delano Banton. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Curry with it, picked up by Grant. And that one is stuffed right through.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Simons outside. Shoots over Curry. And it's Simons missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
On the wing, MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. MP's got 32 points.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Hits the trifecta. Banton's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a lot of people who are very curious about Ayton and the total package he is. Nice pass there.
The drive by MP. Basket's good. MP's got 34.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Inside, shoots from the block. Banton can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 18. MP looking around. From the right block. That one drops for him. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Battling in the paint, MP not letting himself get pushed around.
To the paint. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. MP right side. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 38 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazers.
So Portland ends up going with a new group.
Your Blazer dancers.
The Trailblazers have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Avdia outside. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
That one's good for 2. MP's got 40 points.
What a soft touch from MP, able to maintain so much control on that shot.
Here's Sharp. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
A nice shot by MP.
And we see MP just continue to develop here, nailing those catch-and-shoot chances. That's big.
They set the pick. Henderson for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's good for 2. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, #1. Everything else comes after that.
Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Number 00, Jonathan Kuminga.
MP left side. Lets it fly. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Henderson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. MP's got 46.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th. Curry passes to MP. Takes the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Here's Sharp. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
MP outside. The 3-ball. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see